Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a full press-on nail tutorial for removal and application. I've had this set of press-ons on for 2.5 weeks now and I'm ready to take them off. And I'm actually going to be demonstrating 2 different methods of removal. So let's dive into method number 1. So for our first method, I'm going to be using this nail glue remover from Manicure. So this is a solution that you apply to your press-ons and it basically breaks the nail glue down so that your nails will pop off without damage. The tools I'm going to be using is a flosser pick. I like these ones because they're specifically designed for nails, but you can use any flossers that you have. A cuticle pusher and a buffing block. And just a reminder, buffing blocks do need to be replaced every couple months because they get dull and then they're not as effective. So make sure you're replacing yours. And then I like to lay a rag down just so that I don't get anything on my vanity. So you're going to start by breaking the seal. So you're going to use the flosser pick and you're going to get it up under the sides of the press-on as much as you can without hurting yourself. This is essentially going to allow the remover solution to get up under there a lot easier. And if you have a nail that pops off while you're breaking the seal, that's okay, it was just ready to come off. Just one less nail that you have to deal with now. So once you've cracked the seal, you're going to go ahead and dip into that glue remover, and you're going to paint it around the edges of the press-on. You want to try to get it up under the press-on as much as you can, but at first it might be a little difficult to pry the nail up, so just get it around those edges. Once you've applied it to all your nails, you're going to wait 2 to 3 seconds and then you're going to go back in with your flosser pick and try to break the seal a little bit more. They should feel a little bit looser this time around so that you can get the flosser up under there a little bit more. And then you're going to go back in with round 2 of the glue remover solution. And then typically after the second round, my nails are ready to pop right off. If yours still feel a little bit stuck, just go back in with a third round. Now, something to note with this glue remover, it will damage the press-ons. So if you're wanting to reuse these, you won't be able to use this method because it will warp them and kind of melt the press-on away. But if you don't care about reusing them, this is a really effective and quick method to remove your press-ons without damage. So once I remove all of my nails, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands real good to get all of that solution off of my skin. And something a lot of people don't know about applying press-ons, you want to make sure that your nails are completely dry before you apply them. So basically, if you get your nails wet for more than 60 seconds, you want to let them air dry for at least 1 hour before applying nails. This will help them adhere better and avoid bacteria and greenies. Now, typically you will have some glue residue left on your natural nails, so that is where the buffing block comes in. This tool is great at gently removing that leftover glue residue without destroying your nails. Buffing blocks will actually restore the smoothness and the shine back to your nails, whereas a nail file is going to texturize and rough up your nails. All right, and now that we got all of that glue residue off of our nails, let's go ahead and do some cuticle prep. I always recommend this step even if you're not planning on applying another set of press-ons. So I like to use a metal cuticle pusher, but you can use a wooden one or whatever you have, and go ahead and push back your cuticles. You can also use a cuticle remover gel if you have that. That'll help get them nice and softened so that they're easy to remove. Or you can just run them under some hot water for a few minutes. After I'm finished pushing back my cuticles, I'll flip the tool around to the little scraper end, and I will use that to gently scrape around the cuticle and the sides of my nail plate. This is going to help remove any dead skin or cuticle that is left over and just give you a nice clean surface to work with. If you have a drill, you can definitely use that for this step, but if you're bougie on a budget like I am, this will work just fine. An additional step that you can also do with your cuticles is to trim them with cuticle nippers. This is not something that I do every single time when I do my nails, but I will do it probably about every third time I apply press-ons. Usually just if my cuticles are really outgrown and they still need a little bit more work even after pushing them back. You definitely don't want to over trim your cuticles because they can become very irritated and get infected, things like that. So just do it every once in a while. Then I will take a nail file and make sure that all of my edges are nice and smooth. You want to try to avoid having any raw, ragged edges on your nails because when you go to remove them, that is just an easy place for the press-on to grab and tear your nails apart. And then of course, we're going to finish up with some cuticle oil to re-nourish and strengthen our nails. If you don't have cuticle oil, you can just apply lotion or something like Vaseline that will really nourish as well. And that is how you remove your nails with the press-on remover. I will have that product linked down in the description below if anyone wants to try it. Now I'm going to show you guys on my other hand how you would remove them with oil, soap, and water. So let's get into it. Grab some type of oil. You can use cuticle oil, vegetable oil, etc. A flosser pick, a cuticle pusher, a buffing block, and then some type of dish to soak your hands in. I will add a little bit of Dawn Power Wash in the bowl and then just set it aside for now. You're going to grab your flosser pick and you're going to start by breaking the seal just like you did for method 1. So you'll take the pick and you'll gently pry it between the press-on and your natural nail along the edges and the cuticle. Next up, you're going to grab your oil of choice. I'm going to be using cuticle oil, and you're going to apply a generous amount to the nails. Try to get it under the nail as much as you can, but just like in method 1, we're going to be doing this at least twice. So the first round, it's okay if you can't really get a lot off. And my pinky nail was already ready to come off, so that's cool. Then you're going to grab your bowl with that Dawn Power Wash in it and apply some warm water and soak your nails for about 10 minutes. After it's been 10 minutes, you're going to pry at them a little bit more with that flosser pick to break the seal even further. If you have some nails pop off, that's great. If not, apply more oil and then soak them for 5 more minutes. If your water got cold in the process, just add a little bit more warm water to it. And by round 2, you should be able to kind of pry the press-on away from your nail plate a little bit in order to get that oil under there a little bit better. After I've soaked them for round 2, I always go in with the flosser string and they will pop off super easy for me. So I will just glide the string under that cuticle area and boom, they pop right off. Definitely don't force your press-ons off. If they're not coming off easily with a gentle pressure by round 2, then just keep repeating this process until they come off. Once you've removed all your nails, you're going to go ahead and take a buffing block and remove all of that glue residue and then push back your cuticles just like you did in method number 1. Now, if you're planning on just leaving your nails as is and not applying another set of press-ons, you could finish this up with filing your nails and shaping them and applying cuticle oil or lotion to nourish them. But since I'm about to show you guys how I apply my nails, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to leave these bare. So with that being said, let's dive into my favorite part, application. Today I'm going to be using one of my favorite brands of products. Everything I use today is from RA, including this glue, and I will have it linked down below for you. You're also going to need a nail file and some rubbing alcohol. Now I'm about to load a lot of tips on you guys, so make sure you have pen and paper and you're ready to take some notes. These nails do come with everything you need, but I just like to use my own products because I'm just used to it and it's a little bit easier. First, you're going to start by picking your sizes. These all have a number at the top, and that number does not go with the cuticle. It goes at the top of your nail. Now, when you size these, you want to make sure they are just barely covering your nail plate. You do not want to put on a nail that's too big because it will pop off super easily. So if you're in between sizes, go with the smaller size unless it feels like it's squeezing your finger. So for example, this nail here is a size too small for me. So when I apply it, it looks like it fits on the one side, but then when you flip it over, you can see a huge sliver of my nail sticking out, and that's just not what you want. These do have half sizes though, so typically you don't have to do a lot of shaping. You can just pick a size that fits you perfectly. If you need help with sizing, I do offer a free size consultation. Just because I use this brand so much, I'm able to help kind of pick your sizes for you. If you want more information on that, I'll have it linked down below. Once you pick your sizes, you're going to go ahead and push back your cuticles if you haven't done so already, and then you're going to buff your natural nails with a nail file to create some texture for the glue to grip to. Now, if you have oily nails, you'll want to go in with a nail dehydrator after you buff your nails. Acetone is a really good tool to use for that, or you can use a regular nail dehydrator. You're not going to see me do that in this tutorial because I have dry nails and I don't need to dehydrate them. If you have oily skin, you'll typically have oily nails and vice versa, so that's how you can kind of tell what nail type you are. Then after that, you'll go in with rubbing alcohol to remove any bacteria, dirt, dust, oils that might be left on your nails. And if you want to take it a step further, you can also apply a thin layer of nail hardener. That can be really helpful if you're prone to thin, brittle nails, and it will act like a shield and protect your nails while you're wearing press-ons. Sally Hansen has a good one, and also Steel Nails is another good brand. Once you're done with your rubbing alcohol pad, set it beside you. That way you can have it handy. If you have any glue that seeps out the side while you're applying your nails, take that alcohol pad and quickly wipe the glue away before it dries, and it'll save you so much hassle. Now, I like to use a brush-on glue whenever I apply my nails because it's a lot easier to handle. I start by applying the glue to the press-on first, and I use a generous amount of glue in the center area of the press-on. Then I will do the same thing to my natural nail, again keeping it in the center. By keeping the glue focused in the center area, you avoid it hopefully spilling out onto the sides of your skin whenever you press the nail down. It also helps when you're trying to pick the press-on up so that you're not getting glue on your skin as well, and just makes it a lot easier to handle. I always hold mine at the top of the press-on, and then I'm going to line it up against my cuticle at a 45-degree angle and slowly push it down. The slower the better so that the glue can evenly spread out. And then before you apply your gentle pressure, just make sure it's nice and straight. And then you're going to hold at the sides of the press-on, not in the center. Hold very, very gently, do not push hard, and you're going to hold for about 30 seconds. A common myth about press-on nails is people think that you have to apply a ton of glue and then push really hard to get it to stick, and that's just not the case. You can cause dents and ridges in your nail plate, and you're gonna make a mess all over your skin. So more glue, less pressure is the key. Remember that. Now, if you are allergic to nail glue, after you do all of your prep work, before you're about to apply your nails, take some chapstick, Vaseline, Aquaphor, something like that, and apply it to the skin around your nail. Don't get it on your nail, just apply to the skin. It will act like a barrier and protect your skin if any glue does seep out, so it hopefully doesn't irritate it. And again, that rubbing alcohol pad is going to come in handy as well. If you do have any glue that hardens on your skin while you're doing it, just take a nail file after you're done applying them and you can gently buff it off. Now, I don't love to trim down my natural nails before I apply press-ons because I don't want to trim them too short, so I will actually trim them after. If you have any natural nails sticking out the top, just take some cuticle nippers and you can easily trim that extra nail right off. That way, if you like to take a break in between your sets of press-ons, you can still have long nails after you remove them. Now, when I apply my press-ons, I always start at my pinkies and work towards my pointer finger, and I will save both of my thumbs for the very last. Your thumbs are going to be the hardest nails to get to stick, so you want to try not to bump them around while you're applying the rest of your nails. Also, when you're doing your thumbs, apply more glue than you think you need because you're going to need a lot of it. My final tip for you is to always make sure that you allow your nails to fully dry for at least 1 hour before you apply any type of cuticle oil or get them wet. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know down below if you have any other questions about press-on nails, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!